What's going on, guys? All right, it is Thursday and we are not working today. Well, the guys are not. The rain just now is coming in, and they had said it's supposed to rain all day, but it's 1 o'clock right now and it's just now literally rolling in. But that's okay. I gave the guys the whole day off. We're gonna start back up tomorrow and finish off the week strong. Real quick, I'm out and about. I slept in for one. Kind of feels like a Sunday. Anyway, I slept in, and now it's raining, but I'm doing some errands, and I have 12 quotes. So this kind of worked out good, because I've got 12 quotes that I need to knock out. Hopefully I'll get them all. If I get 5 or more, I'm happy, but I mean, and then I'll finish the rest on Sunday. Got to pick up a payment from one of the commercials. Once I do the quotes, pick up the payment, I'm gonna stop and get some lunch. Check my P.O. box maybe. You know, just do things like that. But once I knock all that out, then I'm done. I gotta go home and make my list for tomorrow. I had to make a couple of phone calls, of course, to clients, communicate with them. Of course, a lot of them know it's raining, but here's the thing, guys. One of the things, and a lot of you maybe know this, you know, a lot of you may know a lot of this stuff that I'm even mentioning or bringing up, but to those who may not, one of the things that I think that has brought my business so successful, and successful enough for me, I guess I should say. When I say so successful, by all means, I've never claimed that I'm the biggest company. I've never claimed, there's so many bigger companies in my area, more or less around the country, right? But for me, sorry guys, I gotta get the AC rolling here, or not the AC, but just the air, because it's fogging up because it's raining outside. But for me, it's more than I've ever imagined that it would grow. But again, it did not come fast. It actually came really slow. But every year there was, you know, more and more and more. So you got to keep in mind, guys, the ones who've been following me, the ones who have watched this now for a while, you know, for as long as my YouTube channel has been alive, right, for about a month and a half. It's taken me 9 years. It's taken me 9 years to build it to where it's at. Basically to 120 yards a week, 120 plus. Sometimes it's 120, 119, 122, 124. Depends on weather, depends on, of course, scheduling, any kind of slowdown, breakdown, tire issues, mower issues, right? So, but 120 plus a week. It's taken me 9 years to build that. And some of you might laugh at that and go, ha, joke. That's fine. That's your opinion. I don't care. And some of you might say, damn, Daniel. And to that I say, damn, Daniel, right? But it's taken me 9 years, guys, and I'm proud of it. I'm happy. I love what I do. And so the one thing many things have been a success kicker, right? I feel like anything you do in life, but especially business, when it comes to business, because that's what we're talking about, you know, there's certain things you got to do that you got to do right, and it's going to benefit you. Like, you got to hit it right in the nail. And one of the things that really struck with me is communication with my clients. Somebody commented, I don't know what video, guys, and I don't even know who it was, nor does it really like matter, because I don't think he's a regular commenter. Somebody commented and said, why the hell do you even communicate with your, you know, text or call your customers if you can't make it, or you can make it, or you can't make it? And why do you call them and tell them when you're gonna freaking cut the grass? If you don't show up today, you don't show up today. You'll show up tomorrow. No, that's not how it works, man. Again, this is for me. I could care less how somebody else runs it, and I mean, if something else works better for somebody else, that's fine. But for me, one of the things that's really affected my business tremendously is communication with the customers. Dude, I cannot emphasize enough how important that is. You communicate with these people out here. You text them, you call them, you know, email them, whatever you got to do to let them know you're on schedule. And if you don't make it, shoot them a quick text or a call and say, I'm sorry, Mrs. Smith, yada yada, whoever, I'm not going to be able to make it today, as you know, I've had a setback in schedule, or hey, the weather obviously has moved in, but I'm calling you to communicate with you just to let you know that I'm not going to make it. Now, here's the reason why I'm doing it. Also, some of you, most of you, from at least what I've been watching, some of the YouTube videos that I'm watching, go all month mowing and don't charge until the end of the month. So I guess if I think about it, that's probably then the reason why maybe some don't communicate with customers as much, because you know they didn't pay you yet, so you're kind of on your own schedule. You're always on your own schedule. You can always move days around, but like, they didn't pay you, right? So if you don't make it today, you'll make it tomorrow, as long as you get it in this week. But the situation with me and how I've been running my business, and this, you know, the way my customers are working with me is, guys, I get paid ahead of time. Like, I've got more than a handful of customers who've paid for the whole year, and those I don't bother. I just make sure they're taken care of. But I've got 90% of them who pay up front for either a month up to 6 months. Some like it to just make 2 payments a month. I mean, sorry, 2 payments a year, right? First payment is for the first 6 months, and then the second 6 months is the second payment. Some of them pay for the whole year, and then the rest are just monthly. But they pay me ahead of time monthly. So when we go into May, 90% of them pay me for the whole month of May. So they're already paid up. My job is to make sure we provide those services. Now, you know, you're wondering, well, why do they do that? Well, I don't know. One, it's probably easier for them. We don't have to chase each other. Two, they don't have to try to remember every week or every 2 weeks to leave me checks and things like that, because I am a payment at the time of service company. And three, they don't want to fool with it. It's convenience, guys. Convenience is the key. So, and they appreciate knowing that they've paid their money to a company that has enough respect to them and commitment and loyalty and dedication to call them or text them and just to say, hey, I got you on this week's schedule. You know, I always come on a Wednesday or a Thursday, whatever, but I didn't make it because such and such, but I will be there. People love that, man. People love that. And I try to put myself in their shoes. If I was a customer and I hired a company and I paid them for the whole month up front, I would want them to communicate with me. It works. So back to the whole point of this situation or this topic. One of the biggest successes for me, I've got several of the things that I'm doing that I feel that's really contributing to my success and how busy we are and how much I'm growing. But one of them is communication with the client. So if I can suggest or advise or help someone, maybe a recommendation again, my next recommendation would be communicate with your customers. That might be the topic or the subject of this video, or the headline, or whatever you want to call it, because guys, it's so important. You stay in touch with them, man, you will have lifelong customers. And I have customers that I picked up my first time when I started the business 9 years ago. I still have those customers, and a lot of them are just customers, man. A lot of them, you know, they pay, we provide service, and that's it. And it's just a business relationship, and that's fine. Absolutely, I mean, no big deal. But I'm telling you, like, another successor with me, my customers are also like, some of them are even family. Like, when I say family, I mean like, we're like family to one another. They know I have their back. I take care of them. Not just for grass, guys. That's just the service I provide with my company. We have become friends. And if they know they can depend on me, and if they need something, if they have an emergency or if they need something, I'm there for them. And I make sure I tell them that. The ones that I get real close to. Now, some it's just a business relationship, and that's fine. And some I'm just really good friends with, or I become friends with over time. But I have a lot of people who I have just connected on a personal level, and they don't look at me anymore as just Saving Green Lawn Care. They look at me as Nick, who lives over there or has this business that takes care of us, and he has our back. So I don't know, and that's another thing maybe for another video or something. This video is more about communication, but I'm just dropping off some mail, guys, at the post office. Give me a second. But that's my thing. Communicate with your customers, and you'll be fine. Let me drop this mail off, and I'll continue here in a second. All right, I'm back. So as you can see, it's raining. And by the way, I'm in the 09. All right, we're good. And got to stop real quick at the bank, and I'm headed off to do some quotes. Like I said, I got 12 of them, and I might not get out and walk a lot of them. We'll see. Maybe I'll just drive around, but I'll try to maybe hit a few video clips of just what I'm quoting if I get a chance. If not, then this will probably be it. But if I get some footage, great. If not, I guess this video will be tip number 1 of success. Maybe that's what I need to call them. I need to start naming them, like, tip number 1 to a lawn care success, or to a successful lawn care business, or something like that. I'll come up with something. And what I'll do, maybe I'll give you like a tip once a week to what I think will be successful and one step closer to that successful lawn care company. And any tip I give you is a tip that I'm using, and that it works for me. So I can only share what works for me. I don't know what might work for others or not, but maybe some of you that are watching want to try, and it might work. The whole I've gotten a lot of comments with the whole I guess I could turn here. Well, the whole real estate companies taking before and after pictures, and one-time cuts. That's not what we're about. I don't know what y'all are talking about, to those who are commenting. I don't know if that's just, if we're talking about two different things, or if it's just somebody's just hating on me. I don't know. Nor do I really, I don't know. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about ongoing relationship businesses with these people. I'm getting jobs left and right from them, and nobody's asking me to take before and after pictures, and I get my money right on the spot. I don't know. I have no idea. And yes, sometimes you do have one-time cuts, and that's fine. Sometimes you have half-a-year cuts, and then you're done. Sometimes you make lifelong friends and lifelong customers with it. So I don't know. I don't know what those people that commented were talking about, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the same thing. Man, guys, the rain has picked up. Look at that. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to the bank, grab some lunch, and then try to knock out a few of these quotes in this crazy weather. But I gotta do something, because I don't want to just sit on my ass at home. I'm not that type of person. I can't do that. I like to sleep in and get my rest, don't get me wrong, but I can't just I can't. Thank you. That's so sweet of them. I can't just sit at home and do nothing. I mean, once I get my sleep and my rest, like, I want to get up and do stuff. That's just how I am. And if I got business things to do, oh, you bet your ass I'm gonna be knocking that out first. Because my business, to me, is my my baby, right? I've been building in 9 years. And so this is number one for me. I mean, besides, of course, health and family, that's number one in reality, really. But as far as just, you know, anytime I have something I gotta do, my business comes first. And which could be another tip I'll explain later to a successful lawn care business. All right, guys, I'm at the bank. I don't want to turn this too long. Like I said, I'll try to hit a few clips if I can of just some quotes, kind of like finish the video off of just a couple of properties that I'm quoting. If the weather prohibits, if it starts to pour down like major, then I may not get a chance to record it all. But by the way, the 09 seems to be running beautifully. I love it. No pulley noises. New, you know, it's got a new pulley, new belt, serpentine belt. The whole front end is brand new. I'm in good shape. So, all right, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Somebody else commented real quick while I'm waiting. I've gotten more subscribers than I've ever thought I would, at least this fast, right? Somebody else said, you know, somebody told me, hey, congrats, you're growing your channel like crazy. And I was like, well, thank you. I'm surprised myself. And some other guy came on there and said, dude, he's buying subs. Keep on moving, man. For one, I've only been doing YouTube for about a month and a half. And two, I wouldn't even know how to do that. So you can keep on hating, go on, whoever you are, to another channel. I don't care what you think. If I was buying subs, I'd have 5,000-10,000 subs and my videos would only have 100 views, 200 views, right? If you look at my videos, man, there are a couple thousand views per video here lately, which is awesome, and I'm very thankful. I really appreciate each and every one of you watching. Come on, go. But other than that, you know, I wouldn't even know how to do that. So to that guy, whoever he is, if I see you comment something like that again, I'm just gonna boot you, because that's ridiculous. That's insane. Nor would I know how to do. All right, I'm getting ready to pull up. Talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so this is the one that called me for a quote. Well, they didn't really call me, they just requested a quote for online. And guess what? I don't know if you guys recognize it or not, but it's right next door to the one I'm already cutting. Right, that one right there. Isn't that something? This, I can't explain to you guys enough how often this happens. Got a voicemail. You know, they never, I'm here every week. They never came out to talk to me. They obviously had to have seen my truck and trailer here. And next thing I know, I've got an online request for a quote. You know, the address looked very familiar, of course. I was like, oh yeah, I know that road. You know, that sounds pretty familiar. I think, yeah, I think we got a property or two on that house, on that street. And it's right next door to the one that I'm already cutting. I tell you guys, this is consistent. This always happens. If it's not right next door, it's a couple of houses down or across the street. But This is it, and it's the same. I don't even need to go to the back. It's the same size as this one. So anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and call him. I got their info and give him a price and try to put them together. Let's go to the next one. Alright, this is another quote right here, guys. It's been pouring rain and I have not been recording every single one. I don't even want to get out for this one. I kind of get the point here. It's definitely overgrown. It's a big field. It's, you know, I've already quoted several of them. And I've already quoted, like, this is the 6th one, so... but it's just, I don't know, it's just wet. I didn't record every single one, so I already know what I would charge for this, so I don't need to really get out. I'll just contact them, let them know that I've seen it, and that's it. I'll try to get a couple more, and I'm probably just gonna call it a day, man. This is, can't even get out and walk, you know. I was thinking it might just sprinkle all day. This is actually coming down really good. So, but at least I'm knocking the quotes out, so that's good. That's it. Gonna keep going and finish up the rest, couple more, and call it a day, and then get ready for tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Later. This just happened because I just drove by here and it wasn't like this. That just happened. Ouch. Doesn't seem too severe. It doesn't seem like anybody's hurt. I hope not, at least. But it just happened because I just drove by there when I went to quote this last house and it wasn't there. So it literally happened probably within the last 5 minutes. Pretty dangerous out here when it's raining like this. I think I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more and get out of here. I just had a customer of mine call me and say they got a huge tree that's come down on his house and wants me to take care of it and come out and, you know, give him a quote. So I will be doing that. All right. Stay tuned. I'll try to maybe hit something more. If not, guys, this is all I got to show today right here. Talk later.